He said right before the movie started that this was going to be a kid's movie, which worried me. And it's not exactly. What it is, or what it plays like, is a hardcore version of a Disney Channel movie. The girls even sing a couple songs throughout. It's got adult themes, adult words, and yet silly as Kevin Smith has ever been. I think Kevin, and by and large his and Johnny Depp's daughters, capture the spirit and attitudes of a teenage girl perfectly. Some say this is his weakest movie yet, as far as script goes and direction. The dialogue and the story are not very strong, but I bet if you played it to a 13-year-old girl, she would get a kick out of it. This is a pre-teen movie he sold to his audience, that aging, vulgar 90s kid, first. Everyone from Tusk except Michael Parks returns in one way or another. Johnny and the girls reprise their characters, and I cannot stress how much I like these girls' acting. They did well with what they were presented, and I like Johnny Depp when he's not a sad, pale, humanish character. The Canada jokes never get old to me, but they are laid on kinda thick. The story's villain, Ralph Garman, wants to take on critics, which is easily seen as an analog to Smith's feelings on those critics. Afterward, I found out this, too, was sort of pulled from a podcast, which I found much funnier than the Tusk podcast, and I wish had been more than the namesake. Producer Mr. Mosier is golden, and the accidental stolen art case could have had potential for a slightly more grown-up film. Instead, this is Kevin Smith's Scott Pilgrim, with his DNA and his family all over it. Smith may have run out of relatable, real things to say and make movies about. He has 5 podcasts and made a day's worth of what I consider good movies. Now he's making science fiction B-movie stuff with his talent. And who's to say he shouldn't? Tusk was interesting and imaginative for what it was. This movie, with its almost relatable characters and brands, I love the made-up brands, is a different type of movie about sausages that crawl up your butthole. Now I've defended the shit out of Kevin Smith, so I'll end with this. I'm not trying to be a hater when I say I wish he'd just make Clerks 13 already. I give this movie a 3 out of 5.
Sorry about that. I'm not even supposed to